Hey, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Why That's Funny podcast. I'm Andrew Ginsberg, and I'm joined here today by John. Captain John. What's up, John? How you doing?
We just ate, dude.
We just ate. If you watched last week's episode, we did part 1 of the outdoor extravaganza. This is now post-dinner, part 2 of the outdoor extravaganza. Good to see you. Summer's really heating up, huh, folks?
Summer's here, dude.
Summer is here. This guy's lethargic. He just had some dinner, and now he can't stay awake.
No,
It's going to be a good episode. It's going to be a lot of good stuff's going to happen. A lot of good conversations are going to happen. We're thinking about doing all of our episodes outside this summer. What do you think? Right? Not a bad
100%.
idea. Outdoor podcast.
Outdoor podcast.
A lot of guys do indoor podcasts.
No one's ever done. We're breaking the mold,
We're
dude.
doing outdoors. Guys,
breaking the mold.
let's start the show. Let's start the show.
You are listening to Why That's Funny, a podcast that enlightens you on everyday things. Starring Andrew Ginsberg and Captain John.
What's up, John? What do you got for me?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff.
What do you got for me?
I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Give me a nice little after-dinner conversation.
All right.
Oh, look. Yeah, there you go. Look at that light. Nice. All right, nice. Come on.
Come
on.
So listen.
Yeah.
I went on a golf outing.
Oh, boy.
All right. So I went on a golf outing.
Dude, that's so old, man.
Yeah.
You're an old man.
But
dude.
you see, here's
that's
the thing.
what guys who hate their families do.
I know.
Yeah.
But most guys that go on a golf outing, they go for one day and they have a bunch of guys, drink beers. Now, this is a 4-day golf outing in upstate New York.
Nice.
With an entire hotel for 8 fucking full-blown alcoholics.
Nice.
Everybody's just getting hammered.
Right.
People are doing mushrooms, walking around the golf course at night.
Really?
Dude, yeah, it was crazy.
That's hilarious.
No, I don't do any of that shit.
Oh.
But, like, it was nuts. Like, they were just like, all right, we're going to go. And I'm like, yo, we're in upstate New York. Like, you could literally just die.
Right,
Like, there could just be a bear on the 18th hole and you're dead.
Right.
So, like, they would come back and they're like, dude, it was wild out there. We were just pissing in all the cups. Like,
we were peeing in all the
crazy.
holes.
Like, you just piss and look at the stars and be like, wow, I am nature.
So you guys all went for a golf outing with you and all your friends. Then a bunch of your friends did mushrooms and got drunk and then went and peed in all the holes inside the golf course.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'll tell you what, dude, it was the coolest thing.
That sounds like a pretty fun outing.
I realized that golfing is just for alcoholics.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We got a cart. You fill up the fucking thing with 30 beers. You're just bombed. Dude, so we played fucking...
You're drinking and you're walking around the fucking field, dude.
Played 36 holes of golf a day. But by the second round, you're just looking outside and you see some guy hanging on the back of the cart with the golf club. Like,
Yeah, it's like, it's like you can't tell your wife, oh, hey, me and my friends are going to go do mushrooms and walk around in a field for 4 days. You just got to tell them you're golf. It's what you tell them that you're doing. But it's not. Nobody's really good. You guys,
but I don't think their wives
you golf
even
a
care.
little bit, 2-3
Half
holes.
the guys I'm working with or golfing with don't have kids, so they're just still just doing whatever they want to do. They're all young, like 30. They're not like us, where we're pretty much dying after I eat a cheeseburger.
Well, I'm fine. I don't know about you. Sorry,
well,
dude.
because you run and you don't drink or smoke or do anything.
Right.
You live that health life.
So I don't need to pretend to play golf?
No,
you know what I mean?
exactly. You can play golf and actually enjoy it.
I would never play golf.
Yeah, I know. But you should.
I would not enjoy it. That would be like a death. If I committed a crime and a judge was like, I'm going to sentence you to playing golf, I would be so upset.
No, you play golf with your dad.
I would never.
Bring some enjoyment to his life.
He likes playing by himself, all right?
No, he doesn't. He likes playing with that guy that died in his golf.
Yeah, I look to my right and he's not there anymore.
But
now I play by myself every day. What are you going to do?
But I figured out, I didn't figure this out. This kid, James Genova, pointed this out to me. Like, I got there, my nipples were mad hard because it was cold up there.
Jesus.
And he was like, yo.
You're like 4 days in the house with guys? Nice. Fucking gay, dude.
Fucking gay. But he was like, yo.
Nice outing away from my wife.
Why is your left nipple so much higher than your right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah. But then.
You're like, nah, you're just on shrooms.
No.
Shall we continue golfing?
Nah, but then every single person was like, yo, for real. So I went upstairs in my room. And my left nipple was like, dude, it was like this. And I was like, what is going on?
You're like, what's happening?
Realized I
Googling.
got a bad shoulder. So
okay, that's when you realized that?
I'm always like, no, I always had a bad shoulder. But
Oh.
because I've been like, I lean this way so much, my nipple's been drooping.
Are you? Is any of this real?
Yeah, well, like, look. You see how much higher this nipple is than this one? Like,
I guess.
Look,
I mean, you're angling your back in a weird way right now.
So here, I'm touching both my nipples.
Okay.
Does it look lower?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to look at this or think about this. I don't know. You have a bad shoulder, so what are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I got a shit.
Did that ruin the golf? How do you play golf with a bad shoulder?
Because you don't swing with your right. You swing with your left. I'm like swinging this way.
Yeah.
So I'm not like,
when I was a kid, my dad, wow, you really don't seem like you play golf very often, dude.
No, I don't. I was hurting for a couple days after that one. So anyway, I want to talk to you about this Walmart delivery I got. So right before the fucking...
Walmart delivery?
Yeah, so right before the trip, right? It was the day before the trip. All of a sudden, I'm at work and Tyra texts me and she's like, hey, did you order anything from Walmart? It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, no. Like I didn't order anything from Walmart. Like it's literally down the street.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who gets Walmart delivery?
Some guy just dropped off 4 bags. I'm like, what is it?
It's food,
dude.
4 bags of hot dogs.
So Walmart delivery to the wrong house.
Oh, nice. That's the best.
Worst delivery it could have possibly been. Ready for this?
Yeah.
4 bags of hamburger buns, a bag of hot dog buns, 2 cans of broccoli and cheese soup,
Oof.
4 bags of brown and served sausage. Bang.
Okay, that's
50
nice,
links
actually,
in each bag.
That's great.
400
Why is that bad?
No, that's the best part.
Yeah.
A little thing of milk, 60 eggs.
60. That's
I
great.
didn't even know Walmart came with these eggs. It was a box of eggs.
That's great.
4 bags of barley.
60 eggs in this country, that's worth what, $10,000? Yeah, Biden, thanks a lot.
6 bags of green split pea.
That's all pretty good.
That's a wild.
You got to keep all of it?
Yeah, I kept all of it.
So you have 60 eggs?
I brought 20 eggs to the golf outing. I brought a bag of brown and serve to the golf outing. So
awesome.
We're just eating fucking breakfast every day. I have 3 bags of brown and serve. You want to take a bag of brown and serve home? 50 fucking things. Dude, it's amazing.
Really?
50 sausages, brown and served.
Love that.
And then so she called.
And you were having a barbecue, so you got a bunch of buns.
Yeah. Well, I was worried about using them.
Yeah.
I'm happy I didn't because I wasn't sure if they had mold on them. It was like 3 weeks ago. I wasn't sure, but they said they were going to go bad.
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical about it. I used them.
That's the best thing.
If anyone got sick from a barbecue, it's because I used moldy bread.
Nobody got sick. That's incredible, dude. I think that's a good
4
thing.
bags of barley.
I love it.
What are you making? A keg?
What, of barley? Maybe they're brewing beer.
I guess 60 eggs.
What else do you do with barley?
60 eggs.
60 eggs.
That literally must have cost like $200.
Maybe they're trying to make the Guinness Book of World Records world's biggest omelet.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah.
They were all working
in
together.
this economy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, they must be rich.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
So Tara called Walmart. And she was like, I gotta put you on hold. And she was on hold, not paying attention. She saw her phone was on over 20 minutes, hung up, and that's it. That was her attempt. She tried.
Yeah, well, who cares? It's just Walmart. Screw them. Let them fucking.
Yeah, I felt bad. That might have been some old lady.
That corporate. So what? She calls Walmart. She goes, I never got mine.
That's what I
Excuse
said.
me.
Yeah.
I never got my 60 eggs and 4,000 pounds of brown and served sausage and buns with no meat. I never got it.
But
and then they send her a new one.
It might have
do every time I order for something from Amazon, whether I get it or not, I return it.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's free.
Order it, get rid of it.
Yeah,
Order it.
I got a projector, a new little mini projector the other day.
Yeah.
Came right in the mail, set it up, returned it.
Returned it.
Never said I got it.
Never said
Sent the money right back 2 seconds later.
Yo, so fuck Amazon. I'm glad you brought that up. You see this big, beautiful gazebo I have?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's the big, beautiful gazebo.
Yeah, you had the mosquito nets.
It is nice.
No getting bit.
It's a high quality piece of furniture.
Iron.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So I ordered it on Monday.
Sure.
And on Thursday, it was supposed to come Friday. On Thursday, Amazon texts me and goes, hey, that gazebo, it's not coming till Tuesday. So I called them and I'm like, yo, listen, that's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
They're
You know
like,
the fuck I am. Do you
like,
understand the kind of parties I have?
They're like, there's nothing we could do. I'm like, yeah, you can't. They're like, yeah, how about this? We'll give you $150 off. I'm like, no. I want my gazebo.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, you know what? Then fuck it. Cancel it. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
So my cousin's like, let's go to BJ's. Went to BJ's, bought this one. He was over at 7 o'clock in the morning. We put this whole thing up. Mm-hmm. He's leaving at 12 because he's about to go to Metallica concert.
Yeah.
And he's leaving. I should say Limp Bizkit concert. And he's leaving.
Yeah. Wow. That's right. He actually went. Good for him. Nice.
He's leaving. And he calls me. He's like, yo, UPS is outside your house. The guy's outside with the fucking, what are those things?
He's got like 40 bags of brown and served sausages. He's got some guy's outside with 80 eggs.
And I'm like, yo, you got a giant gazebo in there? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, dude, listen, I don't want it. He's like, yeah? He got me excited. He's like, no way, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's awesome, dude. I really didn't want to carry this thing down here. It's so heavy. I'm like, yeah, get it out of here.
Right.
And then on Amazon, it said your order was canceled, refund tomorrow. I'm like, fuck.
Wait, so they delivered it?
And then I just canceled. I was like,
That's
no,
great.
take
That's
it
what
back.
I'm saying.
Yeah, it was the best.
Amazon, you don't have to buy anything from them.
Yeah,
you just return it. When I was growing up, all the neighbors, they would all get sunrooms on their houses. You know?
Yeah, you had a sunroom.
Well, because what happens is when the neighbor gets a sunroom, then you got to get a sunroom.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it worked on the
Clancy
block.
got one
and you
over
never
there.
wanted anybody to be able to see your backyard. You always had to have trees to make sure that they couldn't see.
Dude, those trees I planted, my neighbor, after I cut them, because they all looked like that shitty one out there.
Yeah.
So I cut them all down, and then for like every month, everyone, he's like, hey, man, he's like, gonna get those trees soon? I'm like, oh, man, you really don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to see my backyard.
No, everybody wants to be surrounded by privacy and trees, and also your neighbor has the same fucking gazebo as you.
I know. He told me
because that's what you guys do out here. You get one, and he gets one.
Yeah,
I gotta have one of those. John can have a better gazebo than me.
No.
I'm going to BJ's.
My gazebo's better than his.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go fucking burn his. Let's go fucking ring his doorbell and run right now.
His wife came outside. I was that day. She's like, I saw you had 4 people. She's like, Mark had to do it by himself. I was like,
yeah, that's why yours is poorly constructed, you stupid bitch.
Not too loud about the neighbors.
Don't worry about that. Hate thy neighbor. That's what I say.
Hate thy neighbor.
It's all a competition over here. It's like, but everybody wants privacy. Everybody wants privacy.
I'll fucking rip down everything, dude. I'll
let him see.
I told them, I'm like, yo, you better watch your mouth. We're gonna use that pool, dude. I'm going to jump right in,
dude.
naked.
Yeah, put a dress on, go swim in the neighbor's pool. Screw it, dude. It's nice out here, man. That's cool, man. You got any big plans this summer or what?
Yeah, sit out here.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm done with vacations, dude.
You're done, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta fucking take off for the kid.
Yeah, you got a kid.
What am I gonna do?
Nothing. I guess in like 5 years you'll take him to Disney World, right?
Yeah, probably not. Tara won't go on planes anymore. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you could drive to Disney World.
I'm looking. Did I talk about this podcast? I don't know if I did. The VW bus, the new one. Have you seen it? It looks like the old.
No, I haven't seen the new VW bus.
So it looks like the old ones.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's like a futuristic one. Obviously, it can't look as shitty as the old ones.
Is it cooler than a Cybertruck?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if that's possible.
It's all electric.
All right,
but I'm going for a road test. I told the guy, I'm like, listen, I don't want to pay more than $500 a month, and I'm not putting more than $2,000 down, and you have to take my shitty car. Mm-hmm. Can you make it happen?
He said, John, for you, we'll do anything.
And he said, can you do a 10-year lease? I was like, God damn right, I can.
Let me call the National Debt Consolidation Service. Yes, I can.
It's $500 a month for 10 years, dude. Easy.
Isn't that a lot?
Yeah, it's going to be out the ass.
Why you got to do that? Just to have a VW bus? Yeah. VWs are hard to maintenance, aren't they?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, because they have European parts, and you got to find a European mechanic. These American mechanics, they don't know how to deal with something like that. They don't know what to do with that stuff.
I got the best guys at work. These guys love cars.
They love European cars? I bet they don't. I bet they buy American.
They all do. Just have Ford and Chevys.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't think about that. Yeah. No, a couple of them have Hyundais. Yeah, but the Koreans are the same thing as American cars.
Yeah,
it's all the same shit.
It's all the same shit. You're not going to do that.
Yeah, it is. So, the week before that, I get a fucking call from my dad's girlfriend.
Yeah,
and they're in Florida.
And
I get a call.
You're like, you're not my mom.
I get a call.
Okay, John, I'm not calling about that. I just wanted to talk to you.
12 a.m. Phone's ringing. I look at Tara, and she's like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "It's Diane," and she's like, "So I'm like,
I like how all this stuff happens to you in the morning."
I know it's 12 a.m.
So it's 12 a.m. It's 4:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, a big morning.
Nothing happens after 8 in the morning.
So I'm just like, my dad's dead, and she's like, "Just pick up the phone." I'm like, my dad's dead. I don't want to hear this right now. I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I know he's dead. All right, I don't care. Click.
So I pick her up and I'm like, hey, and she's like, hey, John, just letting you know, I'm following the ambulance. I'm like, what happened now? She's like, he just fucking, he was playing golf all day. He felt great. Got really hyper, got really excited, and I think he had a heart attack. And
he was doing mushrooms, peeing on all the golfing holes. I don't know what happened. And I think he had a heart. So your dad had a heart attack.
So they followed him down, right? They followed him to the fucking thing.
It turns out I just ate seeds. I have diverticulitis too.
I have diverticulitis.
John.
His heart rate was 175.
175.
Like, through the roof. Like right now, mine's probably 120 because I'm all happy. Mm-hmm. But him at 175, like you're about to have a stroke.
Really?
So I text him and I go, hey, happy you're okay. Got to stop trying to die. You got to live at least 20 more years to watch this kid play sports. Okay, damn it. Just kidding. Love you. JJ's excited to see you when you get better. I can't wait to see you. That was at 3 o'clock in the morning. At 5 a.m., he texts me back, really thought I was going to die. And that was it. That's all he said back to me.
Well,
really thought I was going to die.
What is he supposed to say?
He was like, oh, yeah, thanks. Like, yeah, I'm doing good.
I really thought I was going to die, John. I saw my whole life before I flashed before my eyes. I saw every hole of golf I ever played flash before my eyes.
Every slot machine was ringing.
Every slot machine I ever rang. Every dollar I ever flushed down the fucking toilet. I saw it just disappear right before my eyes. Oh my God! Oh, Jesus! Well, I'm glad he made it, dude. You know these guys; they like to go hard like this.
They go hard. How's your dad doing? Is he still septus?
Nah, he's good now. He's completely rehabilitated. Only one thing happened to him, one permanent side effect. My dad was always a night owl. He always stayed up all night long until like 4 in the morning. As long as I've known him, he's always been a night guy. He's always stayed up all night long. I come home when I was a kid, drunk, whatever. He'd be up at like 3 in the morning watching TV, and now he just can't stay up past 8 o'clock at night.
Whoa!
Yeah,
is he pissed about it?
I mean, because it literally, it's just like he got this sickness and now he can't stay up past 8 o'clock anymore. But everything else went back to normal. So I'm like, well, whatever. I was like,
I guess. Yeah.
I was like, you're old anyway. He's like, I don't know why. He's like, about 7:45. I just, my eyes are really getting heavy. And he's like,
Does he wake up at like 5 a.m. though? Did he reverse it? Like,
Yeah, now he's a morning guy.
Now he's a morning guy.
But he's like, old. I'm like, you're old. That's what old people do. Like you go to sleep really early and you wake up early now.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't keep my eyes open. But it sucks for him because he can't go play cards late at night. He can't go to any of the games. He's like, I try to go to Atlantic City. I'm falling asleep driving home. I can't do it. It's like, he can't play. He can't play it. He can only play daytime games now.
Who likes a daytime game of poker?
He doesn't care. But like
there's degenerates at the daytime.
This is his. My dad's whole thing is he'll go to play like a $70. He does this all the time. Like a $70 tournament at Borgata. He goes to the Sunday morning, like 11 a.m. tournament.
Yeah.
And he's like, I play for 12 hours, Andrew. I play for 12 hours. He's like,
12 hours.
And it's always the same story.
That's just Bernie Sanders every time you talk.
It's always the same story. He's like, play for 12 hours, made it to the final table. Top 4 people get paid, came in 5th. Every single time. That's all he did. Top four people get paid, came in 5th. Couldn't believe it. But worst beat I ever took. Guy beat me had no business being in the hand. I got burned on the fucking river. Guy shouldn't have called me. He was short stacked. I knew I shouldn't have called. I knew he was bluffing.
Your dad is the biggest. Had no business being in there. That's all he ever said.
He had no business being there. No business being in the end. The short stack. I shouldn't have called him. I knew he was bluffing, and I called him anyway. I chickened out in the end. So that's what he said. But he can't stay up late anymore. But otherwise, he seems to be doing. He went to Florida last week. He got on a plane.
I'll never forget when we went down to AC for Father's Day for your dad, because my dad doesn't do anything for Father's Day besides golf, and Jerry's dad was don't know if he was. I think he might have passed by now.
Sure.
But we went down for Father's Day with your dad to play cards, and the entire time he was saying, he's like, listen, he's like, the $1,000 chip and the $500 chip look exactly the same. So when you're making the bet, just make sure you don't do it. I'm like, yeah. You and Jerry were out immediately. I'm like, there's like 5 tables left. I'm on the 6th table, and there's just me and like 3 guys. I'm like, oh man, I'm actually gonna make it to now it's like 5 people. It's the final 8.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting excited, and I bet, and they're like, better bet's 1,000. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, and the guy looked at me. He's like, sorry, dude. All in. I was like, oh, well, I gotta call you, dude.
Yeah.
I was bluffing. I was just gonna do like a $500 raise, not a $1,000 raise.
I know.
And then
my dad was furious with you.
Yeah, I know. He was like, I told you.
He's like, I told you a million times. How many times did I tell you about this?
But you know what?
And now you didn't make it to the final table.
Do you know what came from that night?
What?
Me, you, and Jerry went to a craps table, and that guy showed us how to play craps.
Yeah, that changed everything.
That's when everything changed.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, let's just go up to him. Let's just ask
then you
him.
realize you play craps, then it's free money.
Yeah, and that guy was like, nah, just stand there. Here's bet this, bet that, and bet that. And we
do
rolled.
this.
There was a bang. We're like, what? He's like, yeah, just keep rolling, dude. And we're like, whoa.
Field is for chickens,
poker.
bro. Just bet the pass line.
Bet the field, bet the fucking.
Well, because the first time we played craps, the first time we ever played, and that guy showed us how to play.
Yeah.
He was teaching us how to just bet the pass line.
And bet behind it.
And we just kept winning. So we're like tripling. We're like, this is the greatest game ever.
And we started playing the field.
Yeah, the field is for chickens.
The field is for
I asked him, I
chickens.
was like, should we play the field? He was like, field's for chickens, bro. And then we started losing on that field. But craps was always my favorite casino
Craps
game.
is the best game.
Because when you're winning, everybody's winning.
Yeah, the whole table's going
Everyone's going
nuts.
crazy. You get women are kissing the dice. You're saying,
And
get out of here, you bitch.
And
You're
every time
throwing
it's
money.
your first time playing with someone, it's their first time.
Yeah.
You always win.
They win.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jeff's first time when we went down for his birthday, he was winning.
Yeah.
My cousin, I showed him in Bethlehem, he was winning.
Yeah.
Everybody's always winning the first time.
He was winning.
Everybody's winning.
He was winning.
He was winning.
Everybody was winning.
You can't lose on a craps table. That's the whole thing.
Sure.
If you play all night, it's the best game besides. So people like going to AC and sitting at the slots, and you're like, oh, you can get drinks the whole time. But you can also do that at the craps table. It takes forever.
Right.
Like, it's like, oh, everybody's making a bet. It's like, oh, yo, 11. Yo, can I get trips on the 5s? And yeah, 6 on 7s. No idea what anyone's saying.
No, it doesn't matter.
They're
It's all
such degenerates.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
playing the pass line. But it takes forever for shit to happen. So when you order a drink, you might actually not lose your money by the time it comes back.
Yeah.
That's why I love the craps table.
Yeah, because you get the drinks.
When I go to fucking blackjack, I'm like, oh, cool, I lost 3 hands in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
roulette, 100 on red, black, great.
Oh, brutal in those days
Yeah.
too. Because like you go down with like $200 and lose everything in 1 second.
And that was always what we did. We went down
Yeah.
with 200. We're like, yo, before we go up to the room, let's just throw 100 on back.
Yeah.
See if we have a night.
Lose immediately.
Lose immediately.
Yeah,
Let's
there
go
you
drink
go.
the
No
blackout.
worries. But sometimes you
Sometimes you win. win.
Sometimes you
And
win.
you go up to the room like, wow, we're about to have a night. And then
we
it would take
lose.
us longer.
Yeah, then we lose. But that was the goal, was to lose everything a little later.
Yeah.
But at least we always had a room to stay in.
Yeah.
Thanks
to my father.
Thanks to your father. Hey, and I'm glad he's still alive. One more fucking, one more spin around the old roulette table, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't give it up yet, all right?
These guys just keep surviving.
I really thought I was going to die.
Guy just keeps surviving. I don't know how he fucking does it.
Well, he keeps getting massive health problems and then surviving.
Yeah, and they're weird as shit. Like, oh yeah, you got fucking cirrhosis of the liver. Guy doesn't drink. I've seen him drink once.
Yeah.
My entire life.
Yeah.
But he's popping Vicodin all the time for his back because he had back surgery. Like, so I guess maybe that destroyed his liver.
Yeah. Something destroys your liver, right?
Maybe he's just retarded.
What else happened to him?
Fucking he fell. Almost died. He
when
tripped
old
over.
people fall, you're done.
Yeah, he falls all the time. Every time he sends me a picture, it's just the most biggest black and blue over his entire face. I'm like, what happened? He's like, tripped over extension cords. The lawn people. I'm like, well, sue the apartment complex. No, I'm not gonna sue.
That's how you know he's gotten older and changed.
Yeah,
it's like, John, I just don't have it in me to sue everybody anymore. I'm
back in the day,
too tired for that level of litigation.
When AJ fucking was stealing money from those people at Wawa, and they fired me, and I had nothing to do with it. Ooh, boy.
John, we got a real case on our hands.
My dad was like, who do you think you are? Do you know who I am? Do you know who this town belongs to? Literally was saying that to this guy.
This town
he was like,
what is he,
he was like, I will
Thompson?
see you in court. I will see you in court. And the guy gave him $500 to Wawa. He never saw him in court.
You just settled it with a gift certificate?
Yes,
that's how everybody in your family settles that. Hey, how about this gift certificate? How does $25 to Wendy's sound? Leave me alone. I was talking to AJ's dad at your barbecue over the weekend, and he was telling me a story. He's like, the first time I met John when he was a kid, he came over and he snuck into our backyard, and then he fell off our swing set and like broke his arm. Mm-hmm. He's like, and then his dad came over and said, "You got insurance, right?" Like he's gonna sue the insurance company. And I said, "Get the fuck out of here." And
Rosemary was like, "Get the fuck out of here,
he ain't suing my son."
Not my fucking son.
That's pretty crazy. So your dad was always down to sue.
Oh, he was always down to sue.
Has he ever sued successfely?
No.
I don't think he's ever won a lawsuit.
That's
the tragedy of his life. So many lawsuits, but no wins. He's like, John, I never won a case. I sued everybody. I sued your friends. I sued the apartment complex. I sued the insurance company. I sued the Atlantic City.
His whole thing was like, I guess he just wanted people to take him serious. Like, yo, listen, I'm going to sue you because he wanted something in return. Mm-hmm. I get that from it.
That is suing.
Because but you're not going to court. Mm-hmm. You're just like, I'm going to get a lawyer, and they're like, all right, you know what? We'll stop and we'll give you what you want.
Right. Oh, he just liked to threaten.
That's all he did. He's like, you know who I am. I'm John fucking Murphy.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he cared about.
He just wanted to be able to say that.
You witnessed it when I went to AC when they told me I had no rooms. I'm like, oh, I don't have a room. And I pulled out my dad's card, and they're like, oh, Mr. Murphy.
Oh, Mr. Murphy.
I'm so sorry. Here's the best room you've ever had in your life.
You're the biggest spender I've ever seen. Yeah, now my mom's living that life.
Yeah.
She was like, wait, you want to come down to AC? I get your room any night of the week. I'm an executive member.
No, you should.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You should go down with your fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know.
What am I lose $300?
Yeah, lose immediately. Stand there, hang out with some Chinese people.
If you're not drinking, what the fuck's the point?
Well, if you're not drinking, then it's too real. It's like, oh shit, I just lost.
Yeah,
all right.
Because once money turns into chips, the chips aren't.
Yeah,
money.
then it's not real. When you're drinking, you can just get more chips.
You just get more chips. I remember Jerry just going to the ATMs. He's like, it's a $20 charge every time you go. I'm like, Jerry, stop going to the fucking ATM.
You couldn't keep that kid away from the ATM. He loved the ATM. $1,000 withdrawals.
I buying $20 packs of cigarettes in 2007.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, they're like $5. Bring a pack down.
Well, it was the most expensive thing that you could do. It was the quickest way to just lose every single dollar that you had, and we would go all the time.
It was the best, dude. I'd work all week just for that one Friday or Thursday night just to go to AC.
And a lot of times we would just go at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
we'd leave like
blast.
in the middle of the night.
All we'd do is win, no matter what.
And go right down to Atlantic City. Just go there with $200, $300, lose immediately.
We'd always just think we had it.
Yeah,
we were going to take the belt.
Yeah,
we were taking the $1,000 home, and we would just lose immediately.
We sure would, dude.
Yeah, like people would be like, "Oh, you'll go up $500." Yeah, but I'm not leaving up $300.
Like, it's funny too because we never got up like $10,000.
No,
we were always like in like the $150 bracket, trying to get up to $200.
Yeah, like sometimes you get like the 6 and be like,
ooh, that was crazy.
Yeah, like all right, I'm here. Like I could get the belt, and then.
Well, honestly, that was always Jerry. He'd always be like, "Dude, I'm up to 700," and then
he would go. We would be drinking in the room. We'd go back up. I lost it all.
He's like, "No," he'd be like, "I lost 1,200."
Yeah.
Like, what is happening, dude? What the fuck? You were upset. You were up What is happening, dude? That's always the worst when you see someone who's way up, and then they leave way down.
I know.
That's brutal.
Oh my god,
what a feeling that is.
I watched Papos on this roulette table. He was in the high ballers room. I was like, "What are you doing over there?" I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Dude, it's $100 minimum." I was like, "I just want. I feel like
I wanted to feel like what it would feel like to be a high roller."
Dude, he was like up like a good like $3,000. The guy next to him had like $18,000.
Yeah.
He's betting $5,000.
Every time you're in Atlantic City, you're next to some guy who's got like $20,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
bro?
and Pop was just following him every time. And I'm like, yo, keep going, dude.
Yeah, ride with this
Literally
guy.
35 minutes later, comes back. He's like, I got $200. I'm like, yo.
And the other guy's like, I lost $30,000, but it doesn't mean anything to me because I'm a rich guy. Those guys, I don't understand those guys. You're so rich and you're just gambling thousands and thousands of dollars.
But I would do it.
Yeah.
If I was so rich, I would go to AC and be like, I'm just putting $1,000 slot machine, $100 rolls.
But like,
Let's
why?
just-
Because you're already rich.
But let's just see what happens. It's fun.
But you're already rich.
It's fun. You're doing it for the thrill, dude.
You think that's what they're doing it for?
Yeah. The
Like,
guys
wouldn't you rather just keep $30,000 instead
no,
of spend?
because it's not $30,000 doesn't matter, but $50,000 is better.
That does sound better.
You know what I mean? Because you have hundreds of millions of dollars. Who gives a fuck about $30,000?
You're right.
Plus, if you're down there and like you're single, you're like, hey, look at this. I don't give a fuck. $10,000 on black.
Yeah, let's go to AC right now.
Oh my god.
Let's go to AC right now.
I'll go right now. I'll go right now.
Wow.
I don't got work tomorrow, and she's gonna stay home because she got off there. Go work.
I feel like she wouldn't be happy with us. We're like, hey, we're going to Atlantic City right now.
You got to drive. I'm drinking in the passenger seat.
All right, that's fine. Give me the keys. Let's go. Can you still get rooms like that?
I probably could. If not, you can.
Yeah, that's true. I can call my parents.
Yeah, like I need to see right now. Oh my god, where you want to stay?
They're probably
Andrew?
there. Well, yeah. Well, we're at the Borgata right now.
I'll get the room right
I
now.
called
Get it
her on
ready for you.
Memorial Day. I was like, "What'd you guys do for Memorial Day?" She's like, "Yeah, we went down to the bay."
To the bay.
She's like, and we just sat there and watched the water. She's like, and then we were looking, and there was guys, and they were crabbing, and they didn't catch nothing. Just empty cages, nothing.
That's what they did for Memorial Day.
Yeah, but then she was like, and then we said, all right, and then we went to Atlantic City.
Has she called you and be like, I won $12,000 last night, Andrew?
No, I just go, well, are you winning or are you losing? She goes, oh, we're winning so much.
Gaslighting the fuck out of you.
We win. All the winnings start pouring in. So
I could just see your brother pull his hair. I was like, yo, that's supposed to be my money,
Dude,
bro.
my money, bro. No, my bro, he could care less. He
I know.
doesn't fucking know what's going on.
Liam went to the city 2 weeks ago.
New York?
Yeah, and then he went last week. So he went to the city 2 weeks ago to go see Wicked.
Sure.
And then he went to a rooftop bar. He came home. He was like, I saw this straight up crackhead like asking people for money. I was like, yeah.
Really?
He was like, I saw like a real one. I was like, yeah, dude, they exist, right?
How was your trip to New York City, Liam? It was the best day of my life. I saw a real crackhead begging for money on the street.
He's like, and this guy had a really funny sign. It said, I'm being honest. I just want money for beer and weed. He was like, I tried to tell Nan to give him $1. He didn't. She wouldn't do it.
Did he have a good time in the city?
He said he had an all right time. He didn't really like. He likes plays and shit. He likes watching like because he really liked the black guys doing the history. Hamilton, yeah. He loved that. Like, and dude, songs are great. They get stuck in my head all the time whenever he's playing them.
Yeah.
But he was like, it was all right. Like he loves the city. But when he went to Fleet Week yesterday,
Yeah.
So like he was like, it was the best. So he went on the Intrepid. He was like millions of people. He went on a rooftop bar. Dude, his dad's
13 years old at a rooftop bar.
Yeah, his dad's the biggest like talk to everybody. He's the most Italian guy ever. Like, hey, let me talk.
Sure.
So
let me talk.
They met these two people from Arizona.
Yeah.
His dad exchanged numbers with them. They talked to him for hours. He's like, you guys, like Liam came over. He's like, you guys got to meet them. I'm like, Liam, I'm never fucking going to see these people in Arizona.
Yeah,
He's like, no, we'll fly out. I'm like, we're not flying out anywhere, dude.
Your mom doesn't fly anymore.
And either way,
I don't go to Arizona.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, we foster kids. Like, I would love, like, you're making me want my own kid. I was like, yo, these are sex traffickers that you're talking to. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
New York City's the best.
He has a picture of him and the lady, like, just hanging out. I'm like, no. What?
Hey, it sounds like he had himself a time.
He loves it, dude. He loves New York. It's his favorite place. But, like,
I'll take him to a comedy show once he's of age.
Yeah, but his mom's such fucking Fox News, and, like, now that she's not scared of, like, everybody getting murdered on the subway anymore, now...
Liam's mom, your wife?
No, sorry. His grandma. Yeah, not
I thought that's how you were talking about Tara.
his mom.
Like, and his mom, you know, she's such Fox News. She scared everybody.
But once she got the okay, like once his grandma's taking him in, I'm like, oh, all right, now I can bring Liam in and be like, yo, what do you want to do?
Take him to a comedy show one time. We'll show him around.
Is there any?
You gotta get a little bit older.
16.
16.
Oh, it's 16. I can get him in
certain places.
You can just tell him that he's 16. He's tall as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
What are they gonna do? Check his ID? I'm like, yo,
he has no ID.
Yeah.
14, 13, whatever the fuck.
But dude, how late are comedy shows?
There's early ones. There's earlier ones.
Like 6 o'clock early.
Yeah, we can get him in an early one
Really?
one time. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll totally
do it
that.
one day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he'll really see the city.
The first time I went to the city, it changed my life. I'll never forget being a kid. I'll never forget it. My mom goes, we similar thing. We were going to see Annie Get Your Gun on Broadway. I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
And we get into the city.
And get your dildo.
I remember my mom. We get off the bus. Whatever. My mom goes, all right, listen. You're in New York. She goes, here's what you do. Don't make eye contact with anybody. Don't look. If anybody looks at you, you don't look back at them, and you'll survive. She goes, don't look at anybody. So I remember just like not trying to look at anybody. and then we're walking by. There's a big Marlboro cigarette truck.
Yeah.
Parked on the side of the street, and the door was open. It's just full of cartons of cigarettes, and some like homeless crazy.
Heaven?
Yeah. You feel like I died and went to heaven. The truck was open and some like crazy homeless guy jumped in the back of the truck and was like throwing cartons into like a bag and stealing as many cartons as he could. And then the Marlboro guy came out of the store. He was delivering them and he saw it. And he's like, "Hey, where are you going with those cigarettes?" And the guy starts booking it, running. And I remember just watching him. My mom was like, "Don't look at them. I told you not to look at them." She goes, "This is what happens in New York. People do stuff like this here. Don't look at it.
Don't look
You
at
don't
it."
want to be involved." And I remember just thinking like, this is the greatest place in the entire
Yeah,
fucking world.
dude. Yeah.
Cigarettes are free here.
Cigarettes are free here. Nah, it is absolutely amazing. And now that now that my fucking her mom's not crazy anymore, like I'm pumped to bring him.
Yeah, I mean,
we brought him right after COVID. We were still wearing masks. Like,
back then it was World War Z over there.
We had to get him his brother we didn't let him vaccinate because I don't know. I'll do it because I don't care about my body, but I'm not like letting him die. God forbid it did something. So her brother had one, so we gave it to him because that was when like you can't go into restaurants without a vaccine card. But dude, he was like, "This is the best." He was like, "Everything's just happening." He was like, "Look at these buildings." Like he couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
he just couldn't believe it. I remember we went to. He's like, "This is like." He's gone to Philadelphia, and he went here. He's like, "This is not like Philadelphia's not a city."
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell they're saying. Like, this is a fucking city. It was.
Oh yeah,
it's the craziest thing in the world.
Suburb compared to New York City.
Dude,
I know.
Wild, and every city is.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a city, I'm like, "Yo, but this isn't."
No,
New York.
I know.
It's
I always
so
say
weird.
every other place is like a glorified town.
Yeah, Austin, Texas was the closest I felt.
No,
but
Austin's.
I'm just saying, but like when we were walking, I'm like, "Oh shit, giant buildings!" Like,
every city has like a financial center with that's like remnants of a real city, but it's not. Yeah, nothing's like New York. And either when you're a kid, you're either bit by it or you're not. I was like upset. I was always like, I'm gonna live in the city one day. I always loved it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be one of those guys.
Yeah,
he fucking loves it.
It's back now. I mean, after COVID, it was a disaster over. Like, I mean, there was a few years where I was like, this place blows. It was like apocalyptic. Like,
but it was good for like someone that doesn't always go there. I'm like, oh, cool, I can actually go into this store.
Yeah,
now?
but at night after 10 o'clock, it was like your life is gonna end. Like there's always like fucking crackheads and crazy. This isn't really relevant, but I'll never forget this for some reason. This just hit me just now. I remember one night in peak COVID, like everything, when everything was closed and everybody wore masks everywhere and nothing was open. And nobody was.
June 2020.
Yeah, June 20 exactly. Yeah. July 2020. I had never seen anybody gathered. I used to love to ride the city bikes through Times Square at like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
because it was cool. Because it was just like there'd be no people around except crazy people. But I was on a bike, so I'm just cruising by, and you just see all the lights and stuff. But there was just no people because like the city was just.
Did you take
empty.
any pictures of that shit?
I have some pictures on my phone.
I want to see that. That's so weird.
It was weird, but I remember just and then I remember driving down. There's nobody. It's just completely empty. And then I drove through Koreatown, where the Koreans are. Yeah. And just a million Korean people. Everybody out in the street smoking cigarettes, no masks, like all the bars full. I was like, how could this be happening? I remember it like blew my mind.
It's just not giving a fuck.
Because the Jews were the ones that got the most slack for like not caring about COVID. But the Koreans, low key, nobody talked about that.
Which is wild.
They didn't care in the city. K-Town was lit.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard. Because like if fucking Tara's grandma is sick, she'll just wear a mask.
Oh yeah.
Like before COVID happened.
Asian people have always been about them.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
you always see like an Asian guy.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get sick.
Yeah,
you know, like,
well, yeah.
So it's wild that they're doing that.
For some reason, they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's
over
like,
there.
nah.
That was the first time I saw a gathering in like a really long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember being like, wow, the Koreans are getting down over here. They don't give a fuck.
COVID was the best, dude. I miss it.
No, but it made the city mad weird for a long time, you know? Like, because like when I lived in San Francisco, I used to joke around that like I couldn't leave my, because San Francisco was like, it was it was fully like crazy people and normal people living side by side. So like I'd walk around the Mission where I lived, in Mission Street, and like there would be like people with like swinging a big chainsaw or something. Like, you like just like it was always like cartoonishly insane. Like I'd always see, I'd be walking down the street and see some guy like, I kill you, motherfucker, like everywhere I went. Yeah, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. I just live amongst these crazy people. But New York was exactly the same after COVID for years, in my opinion. It's like just now starting to like be like. It used to be again.
You mean like everybody?
It was just nuts. So crazy, yeah. Because like think about it, like all the people that went to work in the financial areas and in Times Square, it was empty for like 2 years.
Yeah,
and then just crackheads just took over.
Yeah, they started going.
They all lived there.
Yeah,
they all lived in front of the Bank of Americas and stuff. And it was just like. And then my neighborhood where I lived, the East Village, it was not. I feel like I remember saying to people like the city's crazy. Like it's cracked out here now. Like I can't defend it anymore. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But lately I feel like it's kind of like gotten more normal again.
It's coming down.
The subway's still nuts. I ride the subway at night in the middle of the night. It's the end of the world. Like,
that's one thing I told them. Like, listen, when we go,
you can ride it during the day. It's normal. But after like
I still bugged out. Even when me and you were going, like, yo, why is it 1,000 degrees here? Why is this train just stopping right now?
Yeah,
I hated it.
Dude, this is a perfect example of something that happens. Just the other night, I got on the subway. It's like midnight. I'm riding the subway. The subway's completely empty. Some guy gets on, just some crazy random guy, and he looks at me and he just goes like this, middle finger up like this, and he's just like this, and he's just we're riding, and he's just riding like this, just staring at me, just going like this, and I'm just listen to my mom, don't look at him. I'm just not looking at him. But I like look up and I see him just like this, just looking at me like that. And I just let it go the whole ride. But I have
the whole ride.
Yeah, like I got off at the next stop and then switched cars. Yeah, I have to spend a whole ride like worrying about this guy. Like I just look up and I see him just like still staring at me, like middle finger up.
You got out of the car and he was still doing it while you were walking away?
I don't know. I just like ran out and ran into a new car.
Oh my god!
I know. But it's like every night. I'm like, and I'm just thinking to myself, like every night I got to deal with this. This guy's flipped me off for no reason. Walked in the car and just starts flipping me off.
You don't carry anything with you.
No, I don't. I used to. I carried a knife for like a minute.
You're not gonna do a knife.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna stab anybody.
Yeah, but pepper spray, you might be able to fucking take out of your pocket. Real quick.
I know. But
I would carry pepper spray.
I might be able to take it out of my pocketbook, dude. What do I look like, a girl?
No, you're keeping it in your pocket.
Oh. Nah, it's all right.
Why?
I'll just have to fight them one-on-one combat.
You can't fight, dude.
I'll fight them one-on-one combat.
No, you're gonna die.
Maybe I'll take martial arts classes like karate.
You're not gonna do that.
I want to learn karate.
You can't get a kid bedroom in your apartment without taking away your kitchen. You're not getting fucking karate.
I'm gonna beat up a homeless person in one-on-one combat.
Yeah, you're not even gonna defend yourself. You're just gonna find one and fucking up.
It'd be like Tekken. I want to kill somebody on the train.
Oh man.
No, it's crazy, dude. It really is. It's like a pretty nutty situation. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, dude. I can't. Like, and does your girlfriend ride these subways at night? That's kind of
stressful.
Yeah, dude.
Stresses me. And then just the other night, somebody sprayed shaving cream all over her.
What?
Yeah,
just in the subway.
Yeah, and I feel bad because it's like, what are you gonna do though? Like, you got to be on. She carries pepper spray and all that stuff.
Of course, I would.
She texted me. She's like, ugh, I got to shower when I get home. Like, somebody dumped shaving cream all over me, and I was like, what? And then she came home and she was like, yeah, I saw some crazy guy, and he was like, had the shaving cream, and he was like, like spray. And then she walked by him, and she's like, hey, you fucking bitch, and he was like spraying it all over her. And
oh my.
I know.
That is fucking crazy.
I know.
Dude, fuck that. Dude. Subway cut off at 6 p.m. It's time to get
it gets crazy.
Get a city
there,
bike.
It's really. When Jerry came to visit me last time, somebody shoved him on the subway.
Yeah. Oh, shoved him.
Yeah, they shoved him. They touched him.
Oh, he probably lost.
I was like, I thought to myself,
what are you doing?
I was like, this guy's never coming back here.
Yeah, yeah, that was it.
It was the middle of the day. Like I was like,
see, you just told me during
the day. I know,
but
that was very rare. We ran, and it wasn't on the subway. It was like just a crazy homeless person on the street. Like we walked by him and we didn't go around him. We probably should have. We like got really close to him, and the guy was like I was like, "Wait, you guys, you coming over here, man? Like, you know who I am?" And then he just pushed Jerry, and I was like, "Let's go, Jerry. Let's just get out of here."
All right, I'm not bringing Lynn to the city.
No, it really is fine. Like,
I'm gonna stay in Times Square.
It's more normal now than it's ever been. Like in the past few years since COVID.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
You just told me a homeless guy pushed Jerry when he walked by him.
This was like 3 years ago, though. I'm saying it's the most normal now.
You were saying 2 years after COVID was the craziest.
Yeah, it was crazy for a while. I'm saying it was crazy for a while, but now it's like, it's kind of like, and like where I live now. Now I live in like the burbs, basically. So there's really not that much crazy stuff that goes on where I live, which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
That's why I like living there so much. I realized how much I like living like away from all that stuff.
You're getting older, dude.
Yeah, but I'm still in the city. Like in 2 stops, I can be back in the craziness.
You just live in Edison. It's the same thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I live in Edison. Yeah. Our friend Hogan used to go there all the time to eat dumplings and shit.
Yeah, he loves Edison. I go to Edison all the time for the Korean place at the Kmart.
Yeah, the H Mart.
Yeah.
We got those all over the city. Great selection of chips.
Dude, great selection of fucking weird-ass fruit. I'm eating fruit that I've never seen before. I'm like, what is this?
Asians got a lot of weird fruit.
Dude, it's like an apple, but it's green and, orange and little. I'm like, and you eat it and it tastes like a kiwi. I'm like, nope, that's just an experimental experiment.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. It's experimental experiment.
And then they have these like fucking deep fried cupcakes. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, deep fried
cupcake. There's the weirdest fucking like, oh, you want this dessert? I'm like, no, dude, that's sushi fried. Like that's not dessert.
Yeah.
So it's fish tacos, but like it's a buttercream on it. It's like, nah, that's not a dessert. Dude. Yeah. You're just putting fucking whipped cream on tacos. I'm fish. Fuck, I can't talk.
Whipping cream on tacos. Whipping cream. What the fuck?
That's not white.
All right, folks. The dinner is ready. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to the Why That's Funny podcast, and we'll see you next time. All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right.
Thank you for listening to Why That's Funny. We hope you enjoyed the show. Message us your questions at Why That's Funny Podcast on Instagram. Until next time, so long.